All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. ground. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. They're running right through it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Flex round! Flex round!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Set! 319! 319! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. He'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. This is fielded at the 27. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. And right side, Hitler's got it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And they'll run it here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. 2nd quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. In for the score. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to swing this deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Now back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago, and we still have more than a half of football to play. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this 1st half. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And caught by Henry. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills head on. And they're able to up the lead by one more. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Flush to his right. To Barkley on the check down. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this time out.
Set! Green, 39! Green!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll go on the ground. Room here to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort. There, his fifth touchdown now on the year, and the Bills continue to pour it on. Butker on for the PAT. The extra point up and good, and the route is on here in this first half. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Now let's go.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run with Conner, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Conner, and an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've reached half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Foster on second down. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's the backup Lauletta. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken it around the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it in the hands of Foster. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The drive will start with Connor. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's Connor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Lauletta, he'll look to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll go again with Foster. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
No. Check. Patriot. 4 down.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Lawletta. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And past the 30 down to about the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll hand off to Foster. Oh, now he bowls him over. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Butker able to put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They start with a give to Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On third down, that's Connor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19!
And they'll try the air now with Lauletta. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Giants on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Here's Connor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out. Oh, 4th and short, right at midfield. This is where you tell your offense, I've got faith in you guys to get me a few yards. And sure enough, they repay that faith and keep the drive moving with a first down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Leopard! Now let's go!
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for the Bills,